And so, here we are at the Commerce Point. In the market meeting grounds. And so here's Kay, look at him, he's got a nice little outfit now. He's a nice little respectable boy. He's not. He just looks it. And so he's like, wow, this thing is huge. Commerce Point's market, giant. And here's Mimsy. And she tells him that it's on an island between Galia and North America and is a hub of commerce for both goods and information that doesn't get on the UN. And Kay's like, wow, you know so much, Mimsy. And she's like, well, yeah, as a child of Iman, I go from market to market, and both Iman and Kiram were the original occupants of this world, so, you know, that's the deal. And then Kay talks about how the Iman and Kiram were the first inhabitants of this world before it became the multi-dimensional thing, which brought in the new Federation, the Moon Race, the plants. They're all newcomers now. And so Mimsy confirms and says that it's been over 20 years since Iman and Kiram were established. And it seems the people from the other worlds started coming over like periodically, not all at once. Like Kay, who's only been here for like 3 months of the 6 since Break the World. And inwardly, Kay is like, damn. So many people are still missing since the incident, all because of the space-time oscillation bomb that I activated. Ugh. He's like, yep. Not like I was told that such a thing had been developed or what it would do. I was just told to go blow up a thing. And then Mimsy asks if there's anything wrong. And Kay's just like, oh, I was just thinking if my country and my friends could have jumped to this world as well. He's like, oh, would you go back to them if they did turn up? And he's like, don't worry about it. I love my new life here. Especially since you're a part of it. And she's like, alright, nice job dodging the question. And he's like, but it's true. I'm like, I still think he might be hiding something. But he's not planning on going anywhere for the time being, though. And he even changed his outfit to match the other members of Shire's factory. And Mimsy says that they suit him. But Kay says, a good man looks good no matter his clothing. And, well, shows what he fucking knows, doesn't it? So Mimsy likes that he's getting used to this world, and Kay says it's all thanks to the Glomar crew. And he doesn't know what he'd be doing if they hadn't found him. The only problem, of course, would be her boyfriend, Slay, who's always just burning with jealousy and fuming out. But Mimsy's like, he's not my boyfriend. We're just friends. And he's like, oh? I think you might be the only one who thinks that way. Because Slay gave me the evil eye when I left with you earlier. And she's just like, anyway, you got everything we needed? And he's like, almost. We still need the anti-gravity unit that League asked him to get. He did know something while browsing, though. Seems some of the merchants are on edge about the rumours of the Black Man. It's Blackman. A figure in black driving predatorily hard bargains at one market after another. I wonder who that could be. Barackman? But Kay's not going to let that stop him from completing his new mecha, though. A fusion of the Gawok type and the Aman Drifand. Yeah, Drifand. And Mimsy heard that he and League have been working on it over this last month, and if he's got a name for it. And Kay's heard a lot of suggestions for what to call it, including Valhalla. But he's decided on the name of the God of Battle from Javi's world. And then Mimsy's like, oh, the God of War from that name is? And then just before he gets it, here comes a little girl called Mome, and she comes over and goes, hey, hey, you. He's like, what's wrong with the little girl? And he's like, buy me. He's like, excuse me? He's like, buy me, please. I'm a nurse, I can cook and clean, I have other capabilities. And Kay's like, what the hell, they sell little girls here? I don't like this anymore. And then Mimsy's like, hey, she's a robot. She was made by the country of Mu. and they're a nation made entirely of robots, but they disappeared after Break the World. And then Kay's like, okay, what's your name then? And she says, Mom. And he turns to Mimsy and goes, hey, can we buy her? He's like, what? We came here for parts for the different. He's like, yeah, I know, but I can't just leave her here. And then Mimsy's like, but she's a robot. You don't need to feel bad for her. And Kay's like, nope, I'm not going back to the ship without her. And Mimsy's like, wow, you're being really childish about this. And he says, well, if the Glomar crew, yeah, he's like, did you guys only help me because I'm unique? And then Mimsy's like, ugh. And he says, either buy the girl or I'm out. Goodbye forever. And she's like, no point talking about it, fine. So she goes to get the money, and he's like, thanks, Mimsy. And so, is this alright with you, Mom? Thank you very much, my lord. Alright, stop with that, that's embarrassing. But you're my lord, my lord. Alright, how about this? You can call me by my name. Understood, Master K? Oh, so it's Master now, is it? Alright, I'll have to live with it. And then Mom points out there's a disturbance happening nearby. And here's Henry. He's a Kirim guy. They all have that little thing on their head. And he's leading some soldiers through, and they're chasing after a singularity. And it's Rand. And Rand's like, hey, bud. He's like, hey, bud, I'm not the singularity. Yeah, he's like, no. You got the wrong guy. I'm not the singularity. I'm Rand Travis, otherwise known as... And this guy's like, oh, you're trying to fool me. And his little soldier man says they got a little sensor that says the singularity's going on. Yeah, Rand just walks about being this giant dude going, da-da-da-da. Oh, I love to fix things. He's a good boy. And, right, yeah, they got their little singularity detector and it's pointing right at Rand. And Rand is like, where, you guys Kirim guys? Where'd you get this idea that you can capture people with no reason? And Henry's like, I don't need a reason. Gathering singularities is one of our strategic objectives. And then Kay comes in and is like, howdy fellas. Stop right there. He's like, what? Who the hell are you? He goes, I'm Kay Katsuragi Kay. And then Rand's like, what? So recognizes the name. And he's like, huh? That voice, you're the... And he's like, I definitely heard that name somewhere. Yeah, he's like, that name's like, wait, you know me? He's like, somewhere? I don't know. No, well, I've definitely heard the name somewhere, and it's where we had the angel magic, right? He's like, alright, what the hell, dude? But the guy with the sensor is like, whoa, an even stronger singularity reading! And he was like, wow, two of them, holy moly. And so Mimsy comes back and asks what the hell's going on, and Kay's going, I got a bit too curious. And she's like, damn, showing your face to the Kirim, you idiot. But Henry wants to take both of these jokers, and so Kay's like, let's go, Mimsy, Mom. And just books it, and then Rand's like, hey, bro, what about me? Where you going? And he's like, hey, I came over because I heard this mess, but I showed my face, so I need to leave. And Rand's like, oh, jeez. You pissed off the Kirim, and now you're making a run for it. Jeez. And if it was Setsuko, then he'd grab her and take her with him because she's a pretty girl. But Rand is just like, see you, bud. But this is scenario 15, Towards an Unseen Tomorrow. And so here we are at the Glomar. His league asking if capable of the anti-gravity unit and who's the little robot girl. And he's like, I'll explain later. You need to install the unit real quick. And Mimsy says that the Kirim Singularity search party's coming over. And Slayer's like, what? This is why I was against taking care of the market. This is exactly what I said was going to happen. And then Mom gets in his face like, hey, buddy. I won't forgive you if you insult Kay. And she's like, come on, Mom. She's like, this Mom will never forgive you. Because she's very polite, you see. She never refers to herself directly. And then he's like, now's not the time. There they are, and there's fucking Puppety with their 2 little babies. So Henry spots the Glomar and is like, Singularity inside, go capture it. And then they detect the other one, and there's Rand. He gets in touch with the Among guys, and he's like, hey, I'm Rand Travis of the Vita Service. People call me the Heat. And Shai's like, you know this guy Mimsy? And she's like, I heard of his machine and a pilot called the Crusher. And Rand's like, no, lies and slander, please. But there's just they work together and get rid of these guys. He's like, what do you think? It's like, yeah, they were after this guy as well, and we need to launch Mai and Rhea as soon as possible. So Shai's like, yep, off you go. They launch. Tells them to go protect the Glomar. And then Kay's like, don't worry, kids. Leave it to me. Okay? What the? And so he launches his new guy. His new mech, fully finished. The August. See? And he couldn't sit around doing nothing now that it's finished. And the twins are obviously very impressed. And Kay's like, yeah, get over here and cover me. So they form up. And then he gets in touch with Rand and introduces himself. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm Rand. You can call me the. He's like, nice to see you. Good to meet you. I love it. Brilliant. Seems like you're a guy who's got some sense. And then Mimsy's like, hey, get your head in the game. Yeah, and Mum's like, come on, Master K, do it. It's like, alright, these two are friends. And it's like, yeah, I get it. Let's do it. And so Mum volunteers to help at the bridge, and Henry's orders his men to disable the 2 mechs so they can capture us both. And so the SR point is to finish this whole stage in 9 turns. It's going to be a big one. So here's Kay. So he's very lucky. That's his top skill, 20% more money. He's got attack again, naturally. He's got counter. And then we gave him the all attack and the size ignore thing. Yeah, and he does the 20% more damage to men, 20% less to women. And he's just good. He's just good. Strong tri-attack, strong attack. Obviously this is fully upgraded, but even without that, 5 ammo, post-movement, 1 to 5 ranged all attack for only 10 morale. Big boy move. His main weakness is that attack again makes him use up too much ammo. And like he can't all attack, like support himself with all attack, but that's fine. So yeah, the Bronco 2 moves over to the August, and they have different upgrade costs. The Bronco 2 costs much less, especially for the weapons, so we did that because we're cool. And he's not going to need to cast anything. So let's just stay in tri-formation. Oh, well then, pleased to meet you, August. You're my partner from now on. The only problem is the theme songs takes a while to get going. But and So he's Burn from Dunbine, he's Maximilian Genius, he's in everything. He's just in everything. So how many is prolific. Here we go. You know, I could forgive you for calling someone a single whatever by mistake, but I really don't care for how you try and take things by force. The only boy you ever use? I don't seem like I know.
どこか故障でもしてんのかい?
Wow, 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 wow.
そんな武器しかねえんじゃ修理や家業も暇になるぜ。雑な動きだ。新兵さんかい？チラムの連中は気に入らないんでね。
So you can see him sitting in his little seat at the front. See his little leggings. Urata. Gotcha.
Try! 無線で負けるわけにはいかないのよね。
No one's going to beat him when it comes to Dance in the Sky.
ちゃんと飛ぶんだよ、お嬢ちゃんたち。
無理よ、オーガズについてくなんて。こんな石にもついていくのだ。
遠慮はなしだ。先端打ち込む。くそー、出直しだ。
So this version looks like it doesn't have a glitch. They have happens with try attacks, where like every Koyasha character has his voice shifted down for some reason. And when you do try attacks, some characters like Rio, but we don't know that. But we got the special helmet. And so Henry's just like, "Shah!" No, can't deal with this, so he's going to retreat to regroup Captain Robert. And Mom's like, "Wow, Master K, you did it." And K's like, it was nothing, it was nothing. And it's like, he's getting cocky. But Papty and her two babies detect another wave of guys. So Mimsy asks where the hell they're coming from, and Papty says, a whole bunch of directions. And so first up, the Gecko State. And Holland here is complaining about those damn crow mechs. And Matthew sees the Armanians, but like they can't be the enemy here. Gidget says there is some guys coming over, Federation Army Squad. It's Phantom Pain. And here they are after the infamous Gecko State. Sting sees the ship, and the LFOs ain't impressed. He's basically like, yeah, the Titans aren't much if they lost to guys like these. Now it says, yeah, but they escaped the Bell Forest ambush, so we were called over to intercept, right? And they was like, yep, do not underestimate them, lest they repeat the same failure as the Titans. But they're not the only ones chasing the Gecko State, because Stella sees them coming. It's the Eugensaft. So here's Quattro's like, well, thought we'd run into the feds if you followed the Gecko State around. And Luna Maria is like, wow, it's the friggin' stolen mobile suits from Armory 1. And she's like, dang it. Can't believe the thieves are part of the Earth Alliance in our world. And Quattro's like, so Quattro says, yeah, they're attacking us and the Gecko State, so intercept. And Talia obviously agrees. And because their mission is to whittle down the Federal Army's resources whenever possible. Mimsy sees there's a whole fucking battle brewing. And Shire's like, are those the same ones that helped us before? And he says, well, we're clearly not allied today. And she reckons everyone turn to the Glomar so they can escape. And Kay is like, absolutely. He doesn't want to get on the Fed's bad side. And then Sting sees the Yaman guys leaving, and Neo's like, just got an order to capture those guys. And I was like, well, can't let him escape then. And Neo's like, ah yes, the irony of fate. We fought together one day and captured them the next. Oh, beautiful. Shire's like, they don't seem very friendly. And Mimsy's like, yep, they want singularities. Great, brilliant, great. And so Kay figures, might as well join up with the Zaf troops to deal with this. Because joining old enemies to fight old allies seems to be part of the charm of the multidimensional world. And then Rand is like, oh, and it's me, Rand, remember the heat? And he's like, oh, it's that fucking guy. What the hell? This is God. And he's like, quit yelling like an idiot, I can hear you just fine. And then Renton is like, hey, it's Rand, hey Rand. Yo, Renton, how you doing, big man? But they get in touch with everybody. And he's gonna, and they need to join forces if they're gonna get rid of the Federation Army, and Bright and Tyler can't think of a better thing to do, so they'll go with the plan. And Holland also agrees there's no other option. Yeah, so Renton's pumped to fight as hard as Rand, and while Eureka appreciates the enthusiasm, please don't throw up in the cockpit again, Renton. And he's like, please don't throw. He's like, hey, it's fine. I bought a buff bag today. I love this Renton. So Bright gives the orders to work with the Gecko State, the Armanians, and that guy, the loud guy who yells. And Holland is eager to do this quick so they can get out of here. And then the Sting is like, dang it, they will work together. And Neo's just like, don't worry about it. The New Earth Federation was created in much the same fashion. I mean, let's just blast them right away, shall we? The new Federation army isn't made up of just our world's Federation army. It also includes the armies from Shin's world and several others. Could we really win if we just fight these localized battles over and over? Camille? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, is the answer. So Camille, Quattro, and Emma. It's a Gabaldi! Love the Gabaldis. You need to get out of here! Let's fire as well. I mean, this makes sense as the squad, right? Quattro and Camille, they're good friends. Quattro knows about Shah Asnabal and Camille's ready to hear stories about him. And he's instinctively attracted to Emma as an older woman. Yeah, we'll do the same to these guys. Break the world incident, wrecked the planet, and fighting started everywhere. Alright, I'll fight too then. I'll take on anyone who tries to spread war throughout this world. Shin mostly just screeches, you can't run over and over again. And I hate him. Can't even shoot Luna. What the hell was that?
Hey, Luna, 行くぞ。これだけ撃てば。
Like, that's impossible. That was never gonna work. Like, someone wants to get fucking blown up.
So 次はどうする気だ？そっちのやり口は分かった。やってみますか。ほらほら、今日はサービスするよ。今日の俺絶好調。へへ、まあこんなもんさ。
So, not just those feds with Adrox data, but now these Zaf folk have their eyes on Eureka too. At this rate, we're going to get sucked into another mess just like Belforest. Yeah, like having the comedy.
ジタバタしても無駄だ。
Wah, 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 air horn
ここで
does
一
help
気
make
に
it
叩く。
bearable. And so there's a secret here. Shin needs to fight Stella, and we need to destroy Sting, Owl, and Stella. We were probably just going to do that anyway, but.
一気に仕掛けるぜ。ついてきな。了解。俺をバッチシハモっちゃうぜ。
Look, see, they got the little fellas helping.
遊びがついた。
Just playing around. You just learn the super go fast. You just learn the cast go fast on a friend, even? Or is it just he learns the super go fast? He just learns the super go fast, that's fine. So that's Stella's squad. Even given her SP up +9, she still only has enough juice in her for 2 casts of strike. That's just the way it be sometimes. Okay, so second stage. I recovered the stolen second series with my own hands.
取られたままで終われるかよ。上撃させる。これだけ撃てば。
And yeah, it's a joke because she missed a battleship in the anime, so they make her unable to shoot for shit and have bad accuracy. And then in some games they just don't bother, like in UX, they just don't bother with that, they're just like, nah, she's fine. And in some games, like her ace bonus is like, now her strike costs as much as everybody else's. Or she'll cast strike at the start of every turn. But I mean, see, sometimes you just get one shot by Stella. And like, we upgraded him, like at least a little bit, so glad we did. I wasn't hoping that he wouldn't disappoint me. I was just hoping that he wouldn't get fucking one shot. Oh, is that too close for all of them? Yeah, G's Genesis with Switch in English is finally happening.
前方の敵は私に任せる。
任せてください。
Ah, this is as far as I go.
前に出てくる。そんなに死にたいのかよ。
Get out of here if you don't want to die. Blam, blam.
いつけない。
Is that also coming? Camille's not getting blown up. It's all good. Excellent. Just in them. Let's see what we can do against this then.
こういう役なら任せてよ。了解。編成したと。
And there's another secret which we're not gonna like. Quattro has to kill at least 3 enemies, but we're not at the second step, which then take the other route. So, not that fast. Yep. So they've got the variable phase shift armor shit, where if it's not a beam, they reduce the damage by a bunch, and you know, it ain't beam.
あばよ
So long. See ya.
調子に乗りやがって
And bopping Neo ends this little segment. I'm not that fussed about making Stella survive anyway. Here comes the little high tech. Wow. That attack. Little. Big boy beam gun.
ターゲット確認ターゲット確認青き正常なる世界のために
We do this for the world.
こっちに対応できていないようだな。忘れるなよ、先に仕掛けてきたのはそっちの方だ。距離があったって。
Haste in the face.
まだだ、逃がすか。
Not yet. Can't run. Impossible. This is. So we'll attack level 2 on that lady. Very nice. Dun, 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 dun. Should be stumbling.
じゃあ元気で攻撃といきますか。
Now for the big boy attack. Here it comes. Just a little something. He sucks.
データ確認。まだまだどんどん撃つよ。 後になるつもりなんてないんだよ。
Everybody dodged.
いけるか。ダメダメ、パワーが全然足んないよ。
Nah, nah. That power's totally not enough. It's too weak. That's the power of the anti-beam, of the anti-non-beam bullshit. Like if you just hit him with the beam, it feels much better. And you come over here, climb over this fucker. This thing's just like, jam, rocket on shit, bye. And crash. These two buds do no damage to him. So they're both B moves, so we should get him. Very nice. Shit, I'm done. He's staying right there, actually. Let's get this fucker. They're one strike. One they get. Okay, so Shinra and Luna have a special tri attack that's slightly stronger than normal, and you can tell because they say each other's names right. And Quattro, Polly, and Roberto do as well. And the other big one is Setsuka, Toby, and Denzel, but he's fucking dead. Flying armor assault. This bazooka in.
そこだ
Big dog. I'm not flipping that coin. He's not just a Sadness Catalyst, he also gets SP for her. Ah, piss. Okay, so we took too long anyway. So, Neo here is just like, things are only going to get worse as the battle goes on. And so he retreats. So we didn't get both the secrets, and we didn't even get to cut the thing short either. But that's fine. She wants to go after him to get the second stage units, but Camille is like, hey, stop. Rakoa's scouting squad has just detected something getting closer, and Ray recognizes the signal. It's a bunch of guys like an Eldar. Aliens, real aliens. And Tony's like, yes, Arthur, keep your head in the game. And here's Butcher. And he's just got confirmation from Gizar, is this guy. Gizar. That the people who are always getting in their way are over here. And Butcher figures the best thing to do is kill all the ones in front and wait for them to come on over. And here's Taral, leading the Elder Force, and he agrees. The sight of aliens, and so Kay's like, well, aliens from another planet, what the hell? This world really is crazy. And Mimsy tells him to stay focused because there's another group approaching. And it's the King Veal and all the supers. And everyone's got glad to see Rand. And Eiji's like, hey, how you doing, old man? Stifling as ever? And then Butcher just, ho, ho, ho. And he's like, wow, amazing. I didn't even need to do anything. They came over on their own. Hazemon gets in touch with all the humans in the area and introduces himself. There's a guy with the King Bee, and Tyler's like, oh, so these are the other aliens that Durandal told me about. So Hazemon says their mission is to protect all of humanity from these aliens. And anyone that shares this wish should fight by their side. And Kappei's like, wait, Gramps, I was getting help from Zaft coordinators? And Dichia says that as far as, against the invaders, we're all Earthlings. And Gengoro agrees. Isn't time to worry about petty things like that. And then, the aliens, gonna fight in, the aliens about to fire in all directions, and Quattro agrees with Hazemon and says, hey, Bright, mission to help? He's like, absolutely, you can't just ignore him. And the Butcher, Commander Terrell, we get to fight together in commemoration of our alliance, right after your descent to Earth. How delightful! And Terrell is like, ugh, having to align myself with the Geizok. All they want is death and destruction. Ugh. And then, my apologies to the house-sitting Emperor Vega, but the alliance of the Geizok, Vega, and Eldar is kicking off this party right here. Roger, Killer the Butcher. No, didn't I teach you how you should answer at times like this? By your will, Butcher. You do understand! Lord Terrell. Damn Butcher making Lord Terrell act like this. Bear with me, Lady Sigilla, for the sake of our motherland, Eldar. Happy day! Let the party begin! And so it's Killer the Butcher. He's just here doing his shit. He's just Killer the Butcher. Yeah, and we need Kappei to have a fight with Butcher. And if we destroy Butcher, we get the good boy points. And we want these, actually. So, we've got to beat him. What about these guys that are just glove puppets on spinny wheels? Boat because it got fucked up by Stella. I hate the little crabs. Horrendous creatures. Would Japan be alright if there are aliens appearing even here? Uncle. G-Shadow, you don't need to worry. Sandman will not surrender, no matter the enemy. Yeah, Toga's right. I can't even imagine him losing to someone. Yes, thank you, Toga, Haruna. Ah, Toga. It's not often he says passionate stuff like that. That's your influence, I think. Enough chit-chat. All Grand Divas, begin the attack. Oh, right on. Get to it, Toga. Toga.
そこか
Yomidori, he read it. He's read his damn mind. Saw it coming. So, you ready for the Snootler? The Hell Snootler? Time to fight the crab. Looks like the Elder and Kaizok are joined forces. Yeah, we're also fighting together with others. We ain't gonna lose. Shut up, Achuda. The Jin family are the only ones that can take out the Kaizok. No way I'm gonna let someone else beat the freaks who wrecked our town. I'm gonna do it. So, you ready for the Snootler? You're not ready for the Snootler, by the way.
手が分かるまでうかつに仕掛けないで。そんなもん待ってたら日が暮れちまうよ。三本とブローアタック。
Jumbo Bro attack! Look at him! Oh, he's coming. He's got a little skungo. Not stuck with that shit. Exactly.
見かけのうちかよメガブースト。
Gotta do better than that, Mega Boost. Good Tomahawk. So here's Kirikin. Bunch of aliens show up right where we went. Are they just passing by or something? No, doesn't look like a coincidence. What we've seen over the previous battle, the enemy's clearly targeting God Sigma, especially the Eldar. Yeah, works for me. If the enemy's coming over, saves off the trouble of chasing after them. Toshia. Sometimes I can't help but envy that positive attitude of yours. Let's go, Julie. Kirikin. We'll show them the power of Trinity Energy. Tomahawk. Nice crit. Nice crit. Nice, nice. You block it to right. Oh no! Spinning bay. He's gonna give him another God Tomahawk. Get shocked. And the little UFO boys have like no health, so they're fine. Damn it. They would be doing whatever the hell they want if we'd ended Emperor Vega back then. Still, we'll deal with them, even if Duke Fleet ain't around. Liza. Sparka bomba. Cyclone beam. going straight for Killer the Butcher. Because you have to on the round route if you want to use a big move. You can just use a little move. Buster Missile! I love the little vegan men.
合体しても無駄だ
Combining was useless! This is what you know. How many they can 10 damage because I combined. Get out of here! Yeah, let's punch him. Let's give him the ball. Oh, God. Yeah, so that's the Hiyama Nobuyuki one. The old Hiyama at it again. And, like, this is the one he was recording where everyone's like, oh no, we cannot match his UFO power.
こいつで砕け散れ
Like some. Let's get it hamming it up. Oh yeah. Want some bud? Get missile. Okay. Gold strings. Gonna do better than that. It's the Space Emperor God Sigma. Meow. It's got the extra 40% chance to do that. Just very strong boy. Oh, here comes the Cosmosaurus. And enjoy the bow, wow, wow. And for the Grand Knights. Look, here's the chicken! I love the Mega Boost chicken. Got him.
行くぞ
Let's go.
全グランディーバー波状攻撃を仕掛
All Grand Divas. The assault pad. Roger.
行くわよレイジ分かった
第レフトドリラーブースター展開
了解かしこまりまし
We
た
got it. Whatever.
いっけー
And then he just kicks his little drill shoes at him. Now, Leo. Wow. Love the chicken. Oh yeah, real mature killer of the butcher. Oh, ho, ho. End up cannon, ready. It's like Killer the Butcher is huge, and he's just the little squeaky voice man. He's evil, and he loves to dress up as Elvis and do impersonations. He's just a little party man. Oh, what are you doing? And now, something after King Fuck himself. Let's go, Killer the Butcher. Take a look at our and our ancestors' hatred. Ho, 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 ho. They fight relying on their emotions. These Earthlings really are dangerous animals. Ho, 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 ho.
弱いの
Wow. Big struggle, so cute. Die, Jin family. Die, die, die. Go.
まだ俺はピンピンしてるぜブッチャー
じゃあ。So the thing with Killer the Butcher, right, is his ride's double large. He's got good armor. He's got good stats. He's got Prevail level 5. He gets more. He's got Break Will limit. He starts with an extra 5, gains an extra 3 every turn, and has extra damage. He's got plus 30% accuracy. He's just a rude fucking around. He's just a rude boy. And he's got Exhaust as a spell. Can give us the hazing of a lifetime. Damn. One square away, huh? I'm a big fan of that, to be honest. 37 hull damage. Imagine if we heal for any amount at all. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be a wild world to live in? These guys don't have. So we do have the do more damage to a man move though, which is nice. Using that. Spin salsa. Chickens. So it's the Domilla. Domilla the chicken. Like Camilla the chicken. But Domilla, and it's like little chicken fingies. Love them. Just awful. And the noise they make. Wow. Okay, yeah, so you need to blow up the whole thing to get the roll from bopping a guy. Kill these, that means the King Bee will get enough juice, and so we'll grab him. Go level 4, very nice. Excuse me. He's doing his projects.
Mega Boost 接近します。
Maybe we targeted.
リアルにせ4砲エネルギー注入
Charge the ion cannon.
エネルギー回路解放確認
Such a energy generation. Charger.
エネルギーアップ標準
Energy up.
4砲発射
Ion cannon. Firing. Shot, which is like a rocket. Is it shooting a cannon? It's bigger than shooting. An annoying penguin. I fucking hate penguins. Done with him, and he makes everybody do more damage to guys up units when they're adjacent to him, so I hope good. That boy is adjacent to him in the end. I managed to get there. Zambot 3, Zambot 3, Zambot 3, go! Look at this boy's pretty. He's a tough toon baby, because I gave him Pharrell level 9. So he's like the toughest dude we got right now. He gets down to half health and he's got like an extra 50% on all of his numbers. And his numbers ain't bad to begin with. Bing, 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 bing.
そこか。
Die, die! Kill, kill, kill! So it looks like a Pokemon, yeah. It's the thing, isn't it? It's the little old man.
Awesome.
It's cold. Ryuk squad. Wow.
まずはこちらで足止めをする。
先に行きます。
そこをどけ。そんなものでわしに勝てると思っているのか。
地球人の愚かさの証でしょうな。
It's that's Kaishi then.
撃て撃て。
Fire the gun! Fire! Fire! Nano? Not a fury, either.
無防備すぎるんだよ。そう簡単にやらせはしない。
簡単に。
これで決めてやる。落ちろ。
チュロ
大丈夫ですか、ブッチャー。
What's wrong, Lord Butcher? Thank you, Camille. Try so we can count with the try. Okay, and so these bozos do have a line. I'm gonna hang on today. They're already calling me Puka. Brendan, it's under control now, but keep a close eye on the amateur drive. That's your job. Got it. This is my position in the gecko state.
あんな巨大な相手と戦うなんて。動きはこっちの方が
Fight
早い。
alongside my brothers, I guess. Still trying to find the fucking thing. Yeah, it's an Arahabaki. There you go. One of the indigenous, one of the gods of the indigenous Japanese people. Yeah, in the northeastern regions, there's a lot of travellers. Those are worshipped by, yeah, and then he became a symbol of treachery, rebellion, and heresy.
もう回避したから。
But it's basically some guys made some shit up. Who knows how true it is? That's everybody. So Campaign Killer fought, but now we need to blow up Killer. Because otherwise we can't get enough points for the secret. And I'd like to do that because I've never, I haven't done it on any of the things. Spin Salsa! You're ready to combine. Goshin Soyo. I'm fine with just defending. I don't want to touch this guy yet.
ゴッドシグマ、その存在を抹消する。行け、エルダーの勇敢な戦士たちよ。
Gonna get revenge for the attack on you. Let's just defend and then transform. Damn, if I can defend, to be honest. Good, good avion. Support attacks going around. Oh, right. Okay, I guess so. It's got a lot of support defends. Biggest move is the big boy one. I remember now. Gravity Crescent.
目標を破壊する。おっしゃー、やってやろうぜ。 G シャドウグラビティクレッセン
G Shadow. はい。
グラビティクレッセント。
プレゼント。
シュート。
おのれ。
お強化したい。
カスユー。Rand can get on this fucking guy. Start giving him the surround bonus. Should be able to just nail it from here. hey, 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 hey. So Kay can't support himself because Killer the Butcher is too fucking good. 181 skill? It's Kay. 199. That's okay. He's gonna not have that as be a problem anymore. Once we're done. Pull out this fucker. He is the Rando Crusher, so it's
こういう役なら任せてよ。運命は譲ってあげるんだから
あった。
Get him, Kay. Thanks, Kay. Fucking got him. And there's accelerate on both of them. Oh, oh, oh. So Butcher laughs and talks about here. He talks about the Chikujin. He talks about Earthlings and how dangerous they are, but he probably had a lot of fun. And he's like, "I'm leaving Terrell," and he's like, "Oh yeah." Pull out, so they both leave. And everyone's like, "Woo, everybody, we did it!" But pretty clear that the Eldar have allied themselves with the Gaizok. And Heisenberg remembers the ancient texts that mention the Gaizok as erased on a mission to destroy all civilizations. And if the Eldar are allied with them, then we should probably worry about them too, because they're obviously after something big. And Shitaro's like, "Oh yeah, I want to send this to Trinity City, to Sukakage." And Shire's like, "Ooh, it's all over." And then Jabby, "What is it, Jabby?" "I just felt something." And then asks if it's a transfer. But he's like, "No, it feels much more dangerous than the last one." And Kay's like, "Oh yeah, Jabby can sense when space-time's being warped. Why is he afraid of this one?" And Mayrin has just got an SOS message from a nearby moonrace ship. And then Tyler's like, "What the hell are they doing here? Didn't they arrive in North America?" Seems like they're being attacked and trying to escape. And Segusa says they're escaping right towards us. It's the Soleil. Being attacked by fallen angels. And Phil is mad as hell. These damn Bakemono, these damn the monsters are still chasing him. And Milan sent out the SOS requesting help. And Phil detects the monsters are switching their target from them to us. And Milan's like, "Brilliant, now we'll just leave." And so they leave. Arthur obviously is not very happy that they just showed up, got the monsters aggroed on us and then bailed. And the Gravion team have never seen fallen angels before, so it's like, nothing in the data. I'll check the data for these monsters. And everyone's like, "What the hell were those dang skeletons and giant hands, huh?" I don't know, nothing in. But Toga, she's some more stuff coming our way. And what's this robot? And here's Sylvia, who's like, "We're the Aquarion. We're coming from Deva." And so Apollo gives the down on the fallen angels and how they're bad shit. We need to beat them up. And Mimsy's like, oh yeah, I heard of them and how they steal human souls. And Pierre is in the Vector Master today and says, leave disposal of these things to the professionals. And Rand's like, what? These guys again? Ugh. I didn't think the Aquarian folk would get brought over too. And everybody else is there too. It's like, John, look! Like I thought, there's Apollo in the Aquarian. And so Sylvia recognizes these guys as the people we met before the dimensional collapse. And Apollo thought that they didn't make it. But now he sees that they're real tough. Sylvia wonders what the hell they're doing here though, because timing seems a bit too good to be a coincidence. And Garrett's like, oh yeah, we came over because of a premonition that Tifa had. And Elchie says, Elchie says that they got a message from the Freedom to come here just as they were arriving at Gallia. And Jimin's like, yeah, sorry for the sudden call, but Tifa said something real important was going down here, and it's going to concern basically all of humanity. Gain is obviously interested in knowing what's going on, and Gwen tells Gorley, Bella, Gavan, and Joseph says they've gone after the moon race, and Diana's Kiel is just like, I missed the Soleil again. So there you. So Garrett's wondering what's going on here because he can see Zaft, Aug, Super Robots, Gecko State, and Amanian guys are working together. And Gainer is like, wow, so many robots from so many different worlds. Bright asks the David folks to explain what's going on, and Apollo just says, hey, all you need to know is the fallen angels will harvest our lives if we don't stop them. It's like, wow, that's crazy. Sylvia says the Aquarium was made to fight them, and Apollo says, yep, it's already too late to try and escape because they're already coming after us. And then Pierre asks everybody to lend them a hand. Jamil asks if Tifa's dream referred to fighting these angels, and she's not certain, but she does know that we did absolutely have to come here. And then Garrett and Jiren have fought these things before, and they told Jamil how they're a little spooky, and they gotta fight. And Holland is real annoyed that with all these guys keep showing up, they can't escape. And Kay's like, running into the Kirim, the feds, aliens, and monsters all in one day. Oh boy. Shia doesn't know what to do. But Rand is ready to dismantle these skeletons even in another world. And then Pierre is ready to show off, but Sylvia is really annoyed at how excited Pierre is just because he was designated to play serious for the day. And Apollo doesn't care who's in the Mars or the Luna, to be honest. He's going to beat all the fallen angels and get Baron back. So this is the final wave of reinforcements. So we got 3 turns to do it. Let's get stuck in, shall we? Don't give him hitting away with that smart. That's fine. Fire! So this is a move that he's got because it's the Fire Fist. So that's a move he's got because of Pierre, I believe. Yeah, and then he's got the Fire Goal. So, Sirius had like the long-range sword attack, right? And this boy has got an all-attack where he kicks a big fiery football at you. I don't remember what I said there. Fire Fist. Hold on, Baron. I'll save you from wherever those angels took you. And for that, I ain't gonna go down in a place like this.
ケルビム兵なんざ蹴散らしてやな。やるぜ。
燃える心も体も
Burning up. My heart is. heard of Earth Grinder? Not off the top of my head. Pistol! Look at this shit. Fucking blammo. Get out of here, angel bastard. Stupid skeleton fuck man. I hate him. Get out of here. But what the? These fallen angels are real freaky things. Fallen angels, huh? Well, this crazy world suits monsters like them. Was Tifa's premonition telling us to fight them then? Boys.
こんなところで死んでたらか。これで決めてやる。そこだ。
Lady Diana's and the others are also going to Galia. That issue should be resolved then. Hey, don't just stand around doing nothing, Lauren. The enemy's right in front of you. Understood, Miss Saucier? The Ingles are confiscated by the new Federation. Keith and Fran were separated. However, as a servant of the Heim family, I must keep Miss Saucier and Miss Kiel safe at all costs. For the two ladies and my deceased master, who made those 2 years in Ingles so wonderful.
させるもんですか。せっかくの出番だもの。いいとこ見せないと。
They're doing some damage. Conscience. Oh, we can do the photon match, right? Eh? And so I'm gonna find these guys. Siberia. Siberia's right in front of us. Don't play around and get yourself shot in a place like this, Gainer. Yeah, I got it. And Gain, once you get back to Siberia, you better do a good job. Of course. Let's carve some black crosses on these fallen angels and get back to that frozen wasteland. I just hate to admit it. Well said.
手伝ってやるぜ。
先に仕掛けます。
79, literally one off of being able to support himself. Right, now don't botch this up, guys. This is the last leg of our trip before we get home. What was that you just said? Don't you taught it to me. It's phrased to keep people from getting too relaxed as they're coming back from a trip. Very cultural, as expected. Culture can't fill our bellies, though. Once we get back to Kalia, we can eat lizard meat again. That's right, so we ain't going down here. Yeah, the SR point is to do it in 9 turns, so it's a long one.
Itadaki!
It's okay, we're about to get a very special friend. Alright. So gotta find where the plot happens. So, powering down. What's wrong, Gunleon? Problem? Right now? What the hell's that machine? Is that him, Mel? Without a doubt, that's my darling's Gunleon. That voice. Mel, is that you? Open the hatch, darling. This mysterious stranger. He's so good and helpful. Darling! Whoa. It's my darling, the man of my dreams. It's like, oh, silly girl, where were you till now? That guy, Asukim, he helped me. Indeed. You took care of El till now? Thanks, bud. Don't worry about it. It was fate. Don't worry, then. You're a nice fella, you know. I'm Rand Travis. People know me as the Heat, yes? El told me all about you, that you're a passionate man. Now you're embarrassing me. This ain't the time to grin, darling. There are fallen angels right in front of us. Asukim, give us a hand with these, will ya? Understood. My Shiroga and I will lend you our strength. Rand, you found Mel. Well, come on, Mel. We'll hear the rest after we defeat the fallen angels, so hang in there. Thanks, everyone. Gunleon, got a bit heavier, but the seat don't feel empty anymore. Let's go, Mel. Asukim, time to give these fallen angels a big dismantling. Very well. He's got this nice dude in his robot, the Shiroga. It's Asukim. Medium health and energy regen. Immune to status effects. Big counter. +1 move and +10% dodges his leadership bonus. Luster Edge. Discaliber. Who we had Discaliber as a move before? I wonder. And then we've got the it's the rumbling Discaliber, and listen, it's fine. This move that it's got the word genocider in it is fine. Asukim is not. He's a friend. He helped us. He's friend. Asukim is shaped like a friend. That's all you need to know. I mean, like, Rusei's got the metal genocider cannon. He's a good boy, right? So... Grendizer. Gonna support himself with the spin salsa. No, he's not. He's gonna do の友。
星野無双剣だ。分かったぜジュリー。
On Setsuko's route, ask him there's a boss that you gotta fight instead.
ダメだ無双剣オロテギいや
Try and attack this fucker the next week.
そんな腕で俺に挑むなんざ100年早え。一気に仕掛けるぜ。ついてきな。
了解俺もバッチシハモっちゃうぜ
Sometimes you just keep shooting.
もんじゃねえぞ。
Asking for it, bud. Attacking Koji Kabuto. Grandizer. Blast him. Ugh. Don't like that.
どうした？
What's
腕
wrong?
に損傷。
What the? What's that big son? We got attack.
敵射程に入ります
主砲一斉発射。
Then he got him in one. learned Accelerate, didn't they? You both learned Accelerate from blowing up Killer the Butcher. Never mind, we're fucking good. No, never mind. They're all shit. They're just all terrible guns to attack. Is this one the best one? Yeah, that's the best one. He's got the boost. The heat. I'll follow your lead. Fight freely. Alright, bro. You watch my back. That's funny. Rand and Astagim. It's like they're old friends.
Yuke, Shiro.
Let's go, Shiroga. System active. Unfortunately, haven't leveled. Did we level Bear up? Very strong. He's got the same defense as Spear and the same accuracy as Spear, so maybe we do Spear up. Doesn't look like we do Spear up though, to be honest. Fuck. So it's this guy and this guy that are currently problems 1 and 2. But what if I just gave him the Rock'em Sock'em Robot? Can support himself with move and punch. Element system's fine.
ケルビム兵なんざ蹴散らしてやな。必殺無限パンチ。
Bye bye, buddy. Straight to the moon, Alice. The only thing that I could really get rid of for hitting away would be his immunity to pilot effects, and he really likes those versus these guys, so he won't do that.
みんなここで終わらせるんだ。
いい位置だ。俺も続くぜ。
こうなったら遠慮はしないんだから。
ボトンマット
Just love the little go just running around. Photon man? Power.
全速力で突破するぞ。
よしコトセット任せる。
Alright, go to that. Make it so.
もともと殴り合いのためについてるって出
Comes
し
the
た。
big boy.
見ているよ。
Here comes the special boy. Gun. Big chunks. There we go. Give him the spin saucer. Got him. Sabundare.
そしてお嬢様メッシここは僕がやります。
Gundam.
ドラン中に任せられるもんですか。そして私たちもやろう。これで倒れなければ。もう僕の前には現れないでください。
He's giving the Graviton Tornado Punch.
リール様あまり無理はなさらないでくださいね。ありがとうエーナさん。
レフトドリガーコックピットグラビトントルネードパンチスタンバイ。
了解。
グラビトントルネー
Tornado Punch. Sometimes you just launch yourself at a guy.
これがドリルの力よ。
There we go. Got him. That's the good stuff. That's the power of a drill.
負けねえぜ。後でなんかおごれよな。
We did it. So now I gotta. So we did it, and Pierre is like, wow, even easier than I thought. And Sylvia, she's a little impressed that these people were able to fight evenly with the fallen angels, and Apollo's glad that, if anything, we didn't get in his way. And then, leaving already, Asukim? I've delivered Mel to you, so my role is done. Thanks, Asukim. Can never thank you enough for this. Will we meet again? Certainly. Fate will bring us together. Well, if you're ever in trouble, you just need to call the Wandering Repairmen of the Beta Services. Wherever you are, we'll come running, bro. Thank you, the Heap. May you smile like that next time with me. Look at him. Look at him. I love him. He's such a weird little dark dude. Asukim. What a nice guy. Not a lot of people with pure eyes like that. It's fine. So Talia gets in touch with the Aquarian and goes, hey, could you tell us about the fallen angels, please? And Apollo's like, what the hell do you care? It's like, what? There are enemies. You're better off fighting other humans, right? And she's like, we're not doing it because we like war, jeez. And Pierre's like, dang it, Apollo, why you got such an attitude? And then Apollo's like, alright, Pierre, stupid girl, we gotta go, otherwise Pops will never let us hear the end of it. Stop calling me stupid girl. And then Pierre's like, sorry everybody, there's a lot going on, so we need to get going. And Jiren's like, hey, Apollo, hold up. And he's like, see you, Jiren. Thanks for the lizard meat. And then Julie's like, how could such an arrogant, uncooperative person pilot a combining mech? And AG says, yeah, and then AG's like, yeah, I'll take Toga as a pilot over that guy any day. Who stands there. And then Mizuki goes, was that, did I see a little hint of annoyance? That's a step in the right direction, at least. And then Jiren's like, hey, he's a nice guy despite his flaws. And Kay's like, wait, you know him? And then Gary lets him know they hung out in the previous world. And then Luna's like, wow, your GX is looking a lot like the second stage units there. And he goes, yeah, it's a Gundam. And then Camille and Lauren are both, wow, whole lot of Gundams going around, all gathered in one place. Wild. And there are even some that are like Gavan's Borgenon, says Soche. And he's just like, super robots, huh? Even bigger than I thought. And then Cafe's like, you like my Zambot, huh? And then Matthew prods Stoner to take pictures of all of this. And he's like, sure thing. And then Holland's like, nah, stop, you fucking idiots. The Zap folk are still following us around. We need to leave now. And Koji's, and then so off they go. And then he's like, Koji, those guys, they left. And Koji's like, I was able to get an autograph from them. They're the Gecko State guys. And Bright's like, all right, Torres, give chase. But, more units coming into the area. And it's a Wyndham. Another mobile suit, just one. And look who this is. Captain Levin. So he introduced himself as Captain Levin General of the new Earth Federation Army Special Forces Chimera Squad. And Garrett's like, oh yeah, he's here to cause trouble, right? And he's like, and then he's like, oh, absolutely not. I'm here under orders to request your assistance. And Bright's like, the Federation asking us for help. And Levin says that he's unarmed and he wants to talk in person. And Jamil's like, sure, I'll meet him. And he thinks that Tifa's premonition is connected to this man. He wants to know more. So Hazelmon has heard a bit about the Chimera Squad, as well as the person who commands them. I love Levin General. his name is Lion. So on the briefing room with Minerva, and so he's like, hello, and Bright is like, this guy, and Tyler's like, did he come aboard unarmed because he's confident or because he's naive? But Leben finished his introduction now. He's Leben General. Oh yeah, he's Leben General, not General, General. And Gwen asked if he came over here knowing that all of us are opposed to the new Federation. He's like, yeah, he did. Though only a handful of the people in the army know he's even here. And Ochi's like, anyway, why would the Federation want a secret meeting with us? He's like, oh, that's... And then Gaines is like, hey, did you come to ask for help in staging a coup? And he goes, you're not far off. What the? And Len's like, oh, Captain Bright, you're surprised? Is the reason the egg was created to thwart the Titans? The person who gave me my orders has a similar viewpoint. And the new Federation was created by the union of several great powers from other worlds, and that helped consolidate its dominance. But a terrible power struggle has started to rot inside the organization, with the governance of the new combined world at stake. So, Gain wonders if things are this bad, why don't they just split up the Federation and be done? And Laven says that the current situation wouldn't allow for that kind of separation of the armed forces. And when Shai's like, why? Hazen says, too many exterior threats. And Laven says that, as everybody here knows, the world is currently surrounded by chaos. Plants, colonies, the former Space Revolutionary Army, the relationship between the Kiraman and the Aman, the Moon Race's homecoming, various alien invasions, fallen angels. A lot of enemies for the Federation to face. And Gain knows that as the world police, the Feds can't really ignore any of those. And then Gwen's like, I get it. If they lose control of the army in the power struggle, then they won't be able to fight properly, and they'll just... And then Laven says, exactly. If the war keeps expanding, then the common people will be further affected. And he wants to find a way to protect them from having to deal with even more confusion. So Bright and Talia mentioned that Dorandal also wants that, and that's why he ordered them to only attack structures directly controlled by the Titans. And so Laven says, yeah, we've been gathering supporters in secret as a way to initiate a reform of the Federation Army. And that's why he came here, to request that we join their fight to protect the world order. And so the proposition is to keep fighting the forces that are driving the Federation apart, but add aliens and the other guys to the list. Basically a fusion of the Aug, Zaft and King Beale mission. And Hazelmon presumes it was Leon's superior, the mysterious supporter inside the army that allowed Blue Fixer to keep acting independently. But he's not. He's like, of course, I'm not at liberty to confirm nor deny. I'm just a soldier, after all. But Bright agrees that wanting world peace is what we all want here, so we want to fight aliens and fallen angels. We've all proven that. But Quattro thinks that Laven's asking us to band together is a different story, because he's from the Federation Army. And he thinks there's a hidden agenda here, and he wants to know what it is, because maybe the Feds are just using us for whatever their goal is. And Laven is like, as expected, I thought Lieutenant Quattro's eyes wouldn't be fooled. And then Quattro is like, this guy, he must know about my past if he knows how the AU was formed. And Laven says that, truth be told, the current Federation Army isn't really an organization seeking the protection of all of the people. And so Talia's like, anti-coordinated anti-space-noid policies? He's like, it's not just that. The army considers even the possibility of abandoning entire regions, Federation members as well, to fend for themselves. And Bright goes, yeah, that's not an impossible course of action with the Titans in control. They've been able to sacrifice people who don't lick the boot. And Laven says, yep, you're correct. And Jamil is like, so you want our help to save the people that the Federation abandons? And he's like, yes, and my superior is willing to provide you with resources, information, and funds to do so. Not as a reward, but as a way to help us indirectly, naturally. Well, yeah, to help you indirectly, naturally. We're aware of your situation, and we won't force you to cooperate any more than you want. But he does ask us to lend him his power to safeguard peace and order on the planet. And Gwen sees the merit behind his words, because if anything, join our forces together would boost our power. And internally he goes, and my own goals. And Bright and Tyler can't make a decision like this on their own, but they give their conditional approval, waiting on actual approval from Dorandal. And Laven thanks everybody nonetheless, because being able to establish connections with Dorandal in person would prove very helpful. LG asks Gain if they can join in, and he's like, yeah, having a contact in the army could help the Exodus. Despite being part of the Federation, Siberia is controlled by Siberian Rail. And Laven is like, yep, I'll help in any way possible. And so Jamil is also on board, but he's got a few things he wants to ask Laven to look into, and he's like, of course, absolutely. And Shai will help too, but as an Armanian, they need to get paid. And Hazelon figures this is for the best for the fight against the aliens, and he offers the group's combat data to everyone. And Laven is like, oh, everybody, I'm very deeply thankful for you all for accepting. And then Gwen's like, that's not necessary. Everyone here shares the same wish for peace and order. So first things first, Lowen will install UN terminals on our ship so we can keep in touch, and he promises he'll never forget this day when everyone joined forces to protect our planet. And then Bright and Gain like, yeah, that's pretty cool sounding, yeah. Something on a bigger scale than the usual, yeah, scale, not that guy. Big scale, and she's like, nothing to be afraid of, we're going to give it our best. And Jamil now understands that this is what Tifa's prophecy was leading them to. And here's Rand. And he's like, wait, so you don't remember the moment Asukin rescued you? And she's like, yeah, when I came to, I was already with him. He's like, do you know who he is? And she's like, he didn't really say much, just that he's part of an organization. And it's like, Federation? She's like, I don't know. He wasn't working alone though, because he got in touch with someone every now and then. Whoever it was had ways of gathering info, which was how they found Rand in the first place. But either way, Rand's very glad that she's safe. And with the smile, Rand adds that he could never face the boss if something happened to Mel. And she's like, what? You suffocated me with your attitude. She's like, what? Didn't you always love the heat smile? She goes, well, maybe my tastes have changed after spending time with Asukin. He's like, oh, geez, does this mean I'm not your darling anymore? She's like, I'm still young. I have time to consider my options. He's like, oh, yeah, alright. It's obvious he'll be the stifling man if she compares the two of us like that. And then inwardly, go a minute, darling. So inwardly, she's like, sorry for playing around. She knows how frantically Rand was looking for her, and she's thankful and wants to keep traveling in search for the dad. And then Rand's like, alright, Mel, time to go to sleep. And she's like, I'll sleep by your side as a special reward for today. And he's like, hey, try that again when you've actually got, I don't know, a shape that isn't a straight line, kid. When you've got an actual waist. And then we get a clear bonus. We get 30,000 money and 500 blue stones. You get more money for a lower difficulty, but secret time. So Kay's showing everyone around the market, and Koji's like, wow, this market is crazy. There's loads of shit here. And Kappei's like, wow, you could buy anything here. And Kay's like, yeah, I don't think there's anything the Armanians can't get. And Minzy's like, already speaking like a proper Armanian. Like he uses like procure. And so when Keiko asks, Kay's like, yeah, I came from another world and made my August by combining his old Bronco 2 with a Durifand. And then Koji's like, oh yeah, the Aman and Kirim seem to have like inertial control tech. It's like, that was something I was researching back in my world. Can I get some more info on that? And Kay's like, I don't really know about anything like that. And Mimsy's like, yeah, you should check in with Leek, the mechanic, for a basic explanation. Koji's like, alright, yeah, I'll be able to take it from there. And then Uchuda says that some of the textbooks are on sale nearby about it. And Koji's like, oh, hell yeah, give me some of that. Off he goes, and Kappei's like, wow. I'm surprised that Koji's, like, studies. And Keiko's like, you make it sound like a bad thing, Kappei. But either way, Kei has to wonder what he was planning on using the inertial control tech for. And, let's find out. What do you think Koji Kaburo could use inertial control tech for? Why not? Damn donkey bread. Pusta. Landco? And so here's League, and he's like, all right, it's all done. And Koji's like, yeah, thanks for helping me. And he's like, no thanks. No thanks needed. Any engineer would be glad to work on a mech from a different world, and it's a good way to pass time during Shire's meetings. And Sakei's like, hey, you've used that inertial damping theory to make a flying saucer? He's like, yep, I used the super alloy new Z fragment to build the inertial control system. So how does everybody feel about it? And Capre's like, hell yeah, dude, you made a UFO out of all that junk. He's like, hey, UFO stands for unidentified flying object. So what I made is a TFO, a terror flying object. Maria doesn't think it'll be very good in a battle, but she's fucking wrong. So, you know, because she's like, it's no problem. Maria just doesn't understand a man's passion. He's like, I don't know, dude, I think I've got some things lying around that could do the trick. And Koji's like, alright, yeah, sure thing. I'm going to show Maria how powerful my TFO is. And so we get the TFO. So the secret, this was getting them shot. What getting him shot did. And we get the TFO, which is fucking incredible. A repair resupply man, size S, it dodges. It's got fucking missiles out the wazoo. It's good. You can't hit anybody in it. So it's a support unit, small and agile, repair and resupply. Has a post-movement tri-attack with 4 ammo, which is a lot, because most have 2 or 3 is a lot normally. Like, they're normally 2. And it's reasonable to stick that in front and go blam, 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 blam. And then, so Kathy likes to put, or Doc likes to put Maria in it, because she's the support character. And the secret is to get it early. And we did it. We did it.